We just sat there and drank for a little while.
Mm-hmm.
A bunch of stuff happened.
Oh, somebody got a new feat. Who got a new feat?
That'd be me.
Yes.
Now you have
Yeah.
3?
Yes. Really, the focus should be on getting a third leg, I think. But 3 feet is fine.
Some people are already gifted with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, Rose also needs to roll 4 times of Jin's choosing, and I think she's only made you roll twice.
No, she's done all
3.
4. No,
All
you've done all
4?
4. I paid attention.
I could have sworn it
Okay.
was 3.
No,
But-
it was 4. So
I don't know.
Like 4 in total, or 3 additional times?
Nope, I was counting you having rolled 4 total times, but you already took a long rest, and the effects only last until you can take a long rest.
Well, I guess it's. Let's see. Then we go upstairs and meet Sister.
Right, I got that spell sniper feat. That was insane.
Zone. Oh, well, fucking.
Yeah,
Zone of
Zone
Truth.
of Truth.
Cece casts a Zone of Truth on herself. And then we wanted to go talk with people.
Okay, I'd like to clarify. Cecilia
Minky's
did not
great with it.
cast it. It was casted by her familial magics that is not in full control of.
Actually,
The watermelon cast.
it was
Zone
Ninki's
of Truth.
drink. You got zoned of truth because of Ninki's drink.
Oh, sorry, I
wait, yeah, no,
misremembered
that's-
things. Thank you.
Yeah,
That's why we have you here. So I'll
Um,
just make sure.
that's it. That's it. Because I'm just here to remember shit.
I
You
can't
make this
believe
sound like
a
this is not
one
the most
on a
important
D100.
job ever.
Could have at least said it was because I was pretty.
And you're pretty.
Thanks.
Just staple it on there.
We
I thought that was
heard
just a
about-
given, but all right.
we heard about a possible
What's
deal
up?
for Soul upstairs, and we went to go check that out
Mm-hmm.
to make sure it's not a Quensu's soul.
And it was not.
Wasn't. It was a affliction devil haggling with a barbed devil, and I think we got whatever's in the whatever's in the leather bag. Did we get another pet?
No, Quinsu has a hold of a soul, a phylactery. Did you write down the effects of holding the phylactery upon your person?
Yeah.
I don't think.
I
Were
was
those-
asking a Quinsu if he had done so.
Oh, okay. I was going to ask, were those effects obvious? Because I didn't write anything about the thing affecting him.
I think if you have the phylactery and you do 2 attack rolls and miss both, you can make one of them hit.
Yes,
Something
when you
to
miss
that
with an
extent.
an attack roll, you can choose to hit instead. Once per long rest.
Let's put a long rest.
Nice.
We did finally confirm that Quinsu's soul is in the arena.
Called it.
I've only had every person you've talked to say that.
Yeah.
I mean, dude, I keep saying it too.
I'm stubborn, and also I'm
We
stubborn.
wanted to see the other places.
That's fine. I
be fair-
made the other places. So.
So
fair,
much hell, so little time.
Games have trained me to explore more than the main objective.
Yeah, no, there's cool
True.
shit in this building.
Man, hell's cool and full of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if Zach wrote down what I'll ask that to him.
Hmm. What? Bet?
Oh, you didn't write it down?
I don't think parts where I were I think role playing I did not write down.
Only
He
murder
said-
log.
Because Olivia and Jin were kind of trying to ship me and the Bugman, and I remember said that playing the long game is a long shot, and it will leave you blind to the ones closer to you.
Oh right.
Also, I was not doing it. I only went where the dice dictated me.
That's true.
Mm.
But both still were cheering on for it, which was cute.
Well,
Okay, I have it all
yes,
recorded.
because chaos.
Oh my god, I just realized you're drinking a Modelo.
Yeah, I mean.
Oh, the
what they
Bud
have
Light.
over there.
Yeah, no, I clocked the Bud Light like 15 minutes ago, but I was trying to be polite.
I'll pray for you.
I had the urge.
Judge
to say,
away.
It's our first,
Sometimes you just
it's
drink what's in the fridge.
It's our first.
If they had a blue moon, I
D&D
would have
Bud
picked that
Light.
instead of this. This is my second choice. I'm gonna draft a beer.
Maybe a drink.
A blue moon.
I just want to have some aluminum foil tasting liquid in an aluminum can.
Aluminum foil tasty.
An aluminum can.
Liquid. It's liquid bread. Liquid bread, and bread's never hurt anybody.
A little bit of bread.
Bread has never hurt anybody.
A can of bread.
Favorite
Uh,
Patrick quote.
I think I remember my last 3.
Okay, wait. So we did the shipping war. All right.
Yes.
So
Did the
now we
shipping
just-
war?
and now we have to go to.
Nikki let you sleep in her house.
Ninky
yeah,
let us
yes.
her
sleep
little
here.
basement.
Oh,
Oh,
I also
Sharp
got
Eye,
the name of
Katarina,
the
and
person.
I
Mhm.
we shared a bed.
Yes, you and your cloaker cuddled. She
I also
purred.
got the
Oleander.
exact
While she
name of the
sleep.
person we needed to talk to.
Yes. Yes.
Oleander wanted the phylactery.
Of her nightmare,
Yeah. She wanted.
which I bought.
Yeah. She's named after the goddamn thing.
That is
Yeah.
so true.
And then we left for
Oleander's like my favorite mix of funny, sad.
No, we ended on the night because I was curled up at the end of Ninky's bed.
Yep. We ended at the night and I wrote
Shelly.
we are unhinged.
Oh yeah, you were like, where is God? God has abandoned us. Brad was our ground, our keeping us
Yeah.
in line.
Oh no, and he's still not here.
You're still not here.
Correct. Correct. He's still not here. So,
I grabbed the spell sniper feet, and I can't wait to use something new with it.
Healing word.
Spell sniper healing word.
By the end of the session, I do have an announcement to make.
oh.
Mm.
Is this your way of keeping me
Ominous.
to the end of the session?
Huh?
Huh?
It's a hook.
True.
Well, now I have to know.
Suspense.
Bastards putting all the news at the end, the good news at the end of the freaking newscast.
Mm-hmm.
You running a game? Or you
I won't
want to
tell
run a
you.
game?
I'm not telling you until the end of the session.
Oh, okay.
So, as you all sleep, everyone gains the benefit of a long rest. Quincy, you have slept uneasily the whole time you've been in the house, for obvious reasons. Between physical discomfort and the odd aura of just pervasive evil around you, the distrust in your patriot. You haven't slept particularly well. And tonight is even worse. The bed in Ninky's guest room is comfortable enough. Clean sheets, a fluffy pillow. These are things that you haven't had in quite a while, probably since you left home, really. But you still find yourself tossing and turning. And despite the comfortable temperature of the room that you're in, you're coated in a thin, oily sheen of sweat. The sheet across your body sticks to you, and you feel in your unconsciousness almost like you're trapped, wrapped in a cocoon, in a shroud, maybe. And it's in this enclosed space that feels so much like death, except you imagine that death would not be quite so uncomfortable. You find yourself in a dream, in a nightmare. You're in a classroom. Maybe the classroom from your youth. Maybe one you saw in a dream. And all of the desks around you are filled with students. And it's just desks with students as far as you can see. And on the table in front of you is a test, an exam, a thick stack of paper, a quill, and an ink pot next to you. And the only thing you've written on it is your name. And as you're staring at this sheet of paper, the words seem to run away from you. And you've always had a command of language. The written word is arcane for you. You can feel the weave in it, but as you stare at this exam and you flip through it, you can't read it. And it's times where you feel like you catch one letter here or there, they bleed and run. Or they skitter away from you, like instead of printed words, it's a spider on the page. And one by one, the people around you, the students around you, they finish their exam. And they stand up, and they go to the front of the room, and they turn it in, and leave. Until 10, 20, 30, everyone in the room has finished the exam, except for you. And you're staring at this blank sheaf of papers. And all you have on it is your name. I mean, you finally just come to the realization that you can't do it. And it feels somehow worse that you can't do it. It's just you left in this room. Everyone else finished and turned it in and left smiling, and the teacher at the front of the classroom clicks her nails on the desk and just stares at you, waiting for you to finish. And you can't. And then you wake up. And everyone finds themselves at the start of another beautiful day in the layer of this.
And the layer of this. Here we go.
That's not at all an anxiety dream I've had before.
Not at all.
You're getting free therapy out of this?
I think I
You
might.
did for the-
Were you the professor tapping your nails on the desk? This is awful. Finish already.
Excuse me. God, no, the teacher version of the, like, you've forgotten to do your homework in a class all semester is I've forgotten to teach a class all semester.
Oh God.
You
Those
show
are
up,
my
everyone's
stress
there,
tests.
ready to learn. You don't have a lesson plan. What are you gonna do?
And you're not wearing pants! Yeah.
Isn't that most days? Don't you do all your stuff online?
I wear pants.
At least
At
there's
the very
one
least,
person.
I'm not Donald Ducking it around here.
At least there's one business, or there's one remote professional who's doing it.
No. It's too hot here. Your butt just sticks to everything.
Oh.
If you don't wear pants.
Out over here too.
What a hellhole!
Before I get derailed again, so you wake in Ninky's basement, in her comfortable abode, and you smell the familiar and comforting smells of breakfast.
She's been way too kind. I appreciate it, but really?
Alright. Don't knock free breakfast, especially from Ninky. Eat the food.
You know, I
We didn't-
don't know what kind of person would question having good food from a pretty woman, but you have flour in your eye, so I think it's understandable.
You have no idea what I have to do to get free food like this. We
Don't
didn't.
question it.
Fine.
As you all make it, if you all, is there anything you'd like to do before you go out to see what sort of breakfast spread Ninky prepared?
Yeah, Quensu had one of the guest rooms to himself and has not left the room.
Okay.
Busy cramming.
Okay, so you smell the deep, rich smell of caramelizing sugar and browning butter. You smell the sizzle and pop of bacon in a pan. That deeply indulgent, bittersweet smell of freshly brewed coffee. What-
Sharp Eye's gonna walk in, grab a cup of coffee, look around, make a head count, make sure everybody who's awake is still alive, but then not notice a Quincy and go, "Where's the man of the hour?"
Probably sleeping in.
Or the man of the
This is
Marion?
layer.
best
I
rest we've
guess.
had so far. Rose just stares at the plate after she grabs a cup of coffee and like she's having flashbacks. She stares at it uncomfortably long. Before, if anyone were to make a notion or mention something, she would scarf it down, as if it was the last meal she would have.
Yeah, on your plates there's thick cuts of bacon and beautiful, perfectly crisp overnight French toast. Fluffy eggs, this sort of like deep golden yellow that there's no way these are chicken eggs. There's no way these are chicken eggs. That deep, rich, almost orange yellow of these fluffy eggs on your plate. There's fresh fruit. You don't recognize all of it, but it's fresh. And Ninky's wearing a pink fuzzy robe. And it's got daisies on it. And she's not wearing slippers, but she is wearing those like fuzzy socks. And the top of them says Cat Mom.
Cecilia's like, first thing Cecilia did was throw Katerina on the table, like to eat, and then was about to eat, and then sees her come out, and just like kind of like can't really put the food, like the food just keeps hitting her face, but she can't like, she keeps being enamored.
Chester's just bouncing in his chair, eating his food like a child on Saturday morning, eating cereal.
Hey.
Just
Did she like take him with her because he was in her bed?
That would be hilarious.
She would have tried to get out of bed without waking him, but it's probably unlikely because she's built like a keg. So let's see. She is not built for stealth.
Man, Chester is knocked out.
I had a good day yesterday.
Yeah, she rolled a 22. All right.
I mean, my passive is set 27, but
you rolled
I
a natural
did I
one.
did the roll. I did the roll because it was more of, am I going to act like I'm still asleep, just to give her the benefit of, having some privacy still while I'm still, like I'm I'm a dog, but I'm not a dog. You know what I mean?
You're a gentle canine.
I'm a dog, but not a dog.
Yeah, so she manages to roll out of bed, and you don't notice that she's left the room until she closes the door behind her, and that's what wakes you up. You hear her close the door.
Fair.
And she's like, it's been a real long time since I've had this many people spend the night all at once. I mean, not that long, but like a little bit long.
Well, the hospitality is welcomed. Not familiar with this hospitality before.
Oh, you all are gonna get an invoice at the end.
Ninky's a good friend to have. Especially if you find yourselves in the hells.
Some of you believe she's going to bill you, and some of you don't.
Egg still hitting face. Could,
Sweetheart,
Nikki, can
your
I work? Can
your
I
mouth
work
is
mine
like-
off?
You want to be a barmaid? It's not really as lucrative as being an adventurer.
Later, when I retire.
Your mouth is like 2 inches lower and a half an inch to the left.
Keeps fucking it up.
Where's
not
Ray
half of
Quint
it.
to? He's missing out.
Aquitsu, what are you doing? Because everyone else is having breakfast.
If no one mentions where he is, I will stand and actually walk to his room.
You just walk to his room?
I will knock, yeah, but now a gentle knock. I will flat. I'll go like.
Like you cop knock.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, as soon as you knock, the door flies open, and Ikwensu comes out, and you know this sort of Asimar-like figure to kind of stand out in the backdrop of hell as being slightly more shimmery than everything else. But this morning, perhaps as a result of a great night's sleep, and with a bed and a pillow and all of that, looking a little extra pristine. Looks like all of his clothes, which have been sort of worn a bit, are kind of fresh and new, and even he's looking refreshed as though stepping out of the shower. And yeah, even the room behind him looks like he's left it in hotel condition. Sorry for keeping you. What is happening?
Hold on. The Quincy stress cleanses.
This place smells incredible. What is for breakfast?
Just some fresh bacon, ham, and toast. There's also coffee brewing. Are you okay? You're looking relatively more clean. In fact, more clean than anything else I've ever seen.
Well, let me tell you a little secret. There is this little cantrip. It is called prestidigitation. And if you use it, it will make dirty things clean.
Huh. You might have to teach me that spell one day.
It's not much of a secret. Any wizard knows it. In fact, I bet even Cece can do it. Cece, can you do prestidigitation?
Are you calling Asmodeus CC?
Yeah, that's the nickname that they've picked for Cecilia.
Cecilia.
It's cute. I remember one time one of my little cousins tried using that spell, and I think he got whacked with a spoon to death, I believe. So, no. I made a purpose not to know that spell.
All right. And of course, Chester. Ever reliable.
Meemaw was a hard but fair woman.
Sorry for keeping you. Let us have breakfast.
Nope. I think his internet cut off.
Oh,
There he goes.
Yeah, you come out. There's a beautiful breakfast to be had. Minky's sitting there. She's got. You expect her to be holding like a coffee mug in her hands, and when you all look over, she has got a Bloody Mary in her hands. The skewer in it it's got a rim of Old Bay seasoning, and the skewer in it has a pickled onion, a dill pickle, a green olive, and then also a fried okra.
Coffee is one thing. Bloody Mary for yourself, that's another. For a bartender, I would not to insult you, but I would think the mimosa is also available.
Well, you only had to ask. I just wasn't sure that perhaps you all would want to risk having alcohol this early in the morning, because I think you might have a big day ahead of you.
Honestly, we're going to battle. I'd rather have something to numb some pain before we go.
Going into battle, I heard that the arena there's all sort of games and strategy and perhaps things that have nothing to do with violence at all.
Well, that's true. Yeah, but I mean, there's also plenty of violence.
Oh,
But there's also other kinds.
I mean,
so you all have never been to the arena yet.
Mm-mm.
No.
And tomorrow reasoning, we're gonna have to participate to achieve someone's thing.
Well, so there's lots of ways you can join the arena battles. Everyone is free to join. Everybody there is, they're of their own volition, supposedly. But there are pretty good rewards if you win. If you win in one of the tests, one of the contests in the arena, you get a soul coin. You can also bet and make soul coins that way. There's a very lucrative gambling market in the arena. Because otherwise, why would you do it, right?
How many times have you been to the arena? I'm curious.
Well, a few times. I mean, I've got franchises on other levels of hell, so I don't get there as often as I'd like. And sometimes it's a little bit bloody for me because, what they do to the losers is pretty rough. But,
I
3 or 4
sorry.
times this
But
year.
I'm asking because over the rewards that we gain, because achieving one specific soul, I feel like would be hassle to do.
well,
But I would
we're not
also...
looking for.
What were you saying, Sharp Eye?
Oh, I was just saying, we're looking for like a phylactery thing, aren't we?
Well, the
Specific
phylacteries hold souls.
Shopify helps you sell at every stage of
You
your
don't
business.
think
Sell it
Aquensu's
online,
soul was turned into a
take it in
soul
person,
coin, do you?
and go big, like 1 million orders big.
I hope to God not.
Whatever your stage, businesses that grow with Shopify.
But
Sign up today
it
at
seems as though we only need to
shopify.com/2audio.
locate a devil named Zoraya.
Right.
Oh.
I assuming she's the one who does the bartering for this rewards and events or the arena.
Oh,
Thank you.
well,
Why'd you say oh?
she's super hot. One.
No.
Oh no, she's hot.
Very hot.
Yeah, I
Oh,
do
no.
remember that she was hot.
I cannot
Yes.
deal with this.
Oh yeah, there's a reason. She is by far one of the most prolific deal closers of the devils I know. She's very hot. She's very charming. It's hard to really use your logical fallacies when it's just like, but she also drives a very hard bargain. She's not like, I mean, there are people there's a bookie there. Zaraya is not a bookie. She would not lower herself to that level. She's a mover, she's a maker, she's a dealer. The arena stuff is just like a side hustle. Like, she'll pick some of the souls that she's bartered for, and like, if she thinks they'll put on a good show, she'll put them in the arena. But there's lots of market for souls. Sometimes you just hold on to them because you want leverage over the person. But I bet you've got a real shiny soul, so she probably would put it on display.
Well, personally, I would like for us all to participate in the arena, but Niki,
Sure.
to me, I feel like you've helped us a lot more than any other devils, and to us than normal hospitality, drinks, and I was wondering if there's a chance for us to sponsor you. Maybe we could get some little gil or soul coins as we participate in the arena.
What do you mean? You want to invest in my franchise? I mean,
Mhm.
I'm pretty tapped out. I mean, I've got bars in every major city in the material plane, and also all the levels of hell. I have been thinking about maybe I would branch out into like the Feywild, but Fey patrons, they're a little bit slippery.
Gay.
Perhaps.
Oh no, they're very gay, which is a boon, but also they will run out on your tab, which is
No,
not a
they're
boon.
chaotically gay.
Correct.
I was just hoping maybe we can help each other out if we were to sponsor you in the arena. Maybe we could get some more gil in your pocket or soul coins. Maybe you can open a shop in the Feywilds, whatever that is.
Fuck,
Oh.
what in the goddamn is Gil?
Oh, that's from another universe. I do have a couple of franchises in alternate dimensions. There's one where instead of horses, they all ride giant birds.
What the fuck? Birds can't get big enough for you to ride.
Have you never seen an ostrich? These are like big ostriches, and sometimes they do tricks, and if you feed them different food, they change colors.
The fuck's an ostrich?
Oh, fair. Fair.
Wait, you're telling me Tex trailer? Where the hell do you come from?
Textralia? Space Textralia? No, there's
Space
definitely ostriches there.
No,
They're
it's mostly giant bugs.
Well, yes, they're also giant bugs.
Do you have
Freaking
giant bugs that are shaped like
I did not mean to
birds?
do that. Fuck. You just.
Yes.
Alright.
Yes, they're all giant bugs that are shaped like birds. You know, like the cicadas that come out. The terrifying things?
Mhm.
Kind of like those.
Yeah, but we got like, imagine me, but it's a cicada, and it just climbs
scream a
on a
lot
tree
also.
and scream all day.
Yeah.
I thought you were a cicada.
Oh, I have a great granduncle that does that.
So, Rose, I just want to know, are you proposing that I fight in the arena?
No. How it goes is we would pretty much be fighting for our turns, but also advertising you and your bars, including your drinks.
Oh, you
So
want
you
her
want
to sponsor
us?
Oh, I
You-
put it the other way around. Oops.
Wait, you want
It's clearly why I'm not a merchant.
you want like uniforms or something? It's got like
A tag, a drink.
Don't you have like a symbol for your company?
well, no, they've all got different names because I have to appeal to a different sort of clientele on every level. So, like on the material plane, I've got one that's called the Gilded Duck. I've got one that's called the Three-Armed Hag. In Barovia, it's called Strahd's Arms.
Then we would want the one for the arena that we're fighting in here.
Right, but it's called the Market of Killers here.
Oh, right.
Right.
Okay, then. Do you
Avernus
have like?
is the
Can
piss
we get?
bucket.
So. What about
What is the
your
best way to expand your
This is the
bar then, or
sound of
money,
your ride home
than
with Dad
hearing this?
after he caught you vaping.
Well, I'm a little so. I'm good. You
Awkward,
guys, like,
isn't it?
I'm really just helping you guys on a
Most
whim
vapes contain seriously addictive levels of
because,
nicotine.
like,
Well,
and
I think
We have-
adventurers are kind of fun, and like it's
Know the
really
real
boring in
cost of
hell.
vapes.
Honestly, you know how many
Brought to you
devils
by
come
the
through and they're
FDA.
just like, "Oh, I'm evil and I torture people."
well, now this hospitality, I feel like we should do something for you.
I did charge you
What can we do
50
to help
gold a
you?
drink last night.
But that's his business.
I don't
Right.
I don't need anything.
Rose, she's just helping us out.
And we
I
can't
just-
help her out?
I don't think she needs help.
No, she takes down the top of her robe. She's wearing clothes underneath it. It's just like the arms are flapping around her way. She's got on like
Covers eyes, but eyes
like-
but looking through eyes.
like a little tank top underneath, and she flexes, and her arms are as big around as Rose's thighs. It's like I don't really need help.
Intense blushing.
I turn to Rose and I kind of just whisper and go, "I'll just leave her some money in her room and we'll call it even."
Okay.
You know, Rose, when somebody says no, you gotta listen to them.
I'm really okay. Like, I'll tell you what. If it'll make you all feel better, if I'm ever in a pickle and I need your help, I'll call you.
Works
Promise.
for me.
I
Okay.
promise.
In
I haven't
favor
been
for
in a pickle in 250 years, but if I'm in a pickle, I could. If I was in a never mind. There's this one time 250 years ago that I had to call in all of the other me's from the other dimensions to come and help me. It was terrifying for them, not for me. It was pretty cool for me. My other me's are pretty cool.
Okay. I just thought I could try to help you, but it seems you don't need it for now.
I do not. I appreciate it.
Okay. Well, thank you for the food, and I guess we should be heading out if no one's finished eating.
I was gonna go for seconds.
So have
Alrighty,
as
yeah,
much
we
as
go.
you want. Have as much as you want. There's plenty. There's plenty. But also, if you're gonna go in the arena, it's very lucrative. You can make soul coins fighting in the arena. There's feats of intelligence and strength and dexterity and fighting. Which one of you has a cat in here?
Chester.
Sorry. You saw it last night.
A black tabby comes down the hallway and she's like, "Oh,
It was curled up next to me when you came into the room.
oh no! I'm not allergic to the fiendy ones." She points at the cat in the hallway. This bitch. I thought I told you to get the fuck out.
Huh?
Don't let her fool you with those. Listen,
Puss in Boots' eyes.
yeah. So you can make soul coins if you win. A lot of soul coins if you win. The bigger the bout, the bigger the bounty. But be aware that if you lose in the arena in a fight, you just die. If you lose in one of the non-lethal bits of combat, like say you get challenged to chess or something, right? And you lose, it's not just your dignity on the line. They take you and then they torture you
Ugh,
for a
that's
length
terrifying.
of time commensurate to the amount of difficulty of the bout.
I have a question before we go, after you guys eat.
Fucking
What
detail
is
I used.
the fastest way to obtain a phylactery? Is it just to bet shit tons of money on something to make a name for ourselves, or is it to actually participate in the arena?
Depends. It depends. I don't. If Zariah's got your soul, Quintu, if she's got your soul, you're gonna have to ask her what she wants for it.
Could you remind her, remind me, because it has been some time, what was the color of their skin? I ask because tieflings and the sort all seem to come in devils and things come in different colors, so it might be easier to notice them if, we know more or less what they look like, other than attractive, clearly.
I look at
Right.
you like you're crazy.
Right. No, okay. Though, she's purple.
Perfect.
Ah, shit, she's purple and hot. God damn it.
Honestly, it happens in hell a lot more than you'd think.
You know,
Man,
Well,
there's just a
Grandpappy
real
was
death
right.
sentence here.
Grandpappy was right. You gotta watch out with the girls with the pointed tails. That's why I hang out with Arms McGee over here.
That's something that's round and green.
Your elders have passed down valuable wisdom to you.
I don't listen to
Yeah.
it, but you know.
Honestly, I find it more of a red flag if somebody's supposed to have a tail and doesn't, though. Like that. She looks around. Like that Oleander
Dragonborn.
girl? That Oleander. Oh, that's true. Taylor's Dragonborn, shifty. That Oleander girl you've been hanging out with? She's got goat legs but no tail. What kind of tiefling has goat legs but no tail?
A succubus?
What?
No, that girl is a lot of things. She's
Have
way
fun?
too flat chested to be a succubus.
Maybe she just want to attract attention. I don't know. I've read stories, but like they just come in all forms, but I have no clue. Like there's
I
one
think
with
she's
flat
cool.
chest and no tail and a goat leg.
An
I don't know.
incubus?
Huh?
She could have some fey blood in here, maybe.
I was thinking half fawn.
Yeah.
Incubuses all have tails because it's kind of a feature, not a bug. If you're sleeping with an incubus, it's because you want the tail.
A thick one.
Wait, tail on both ends?
Yeah. You get the tail and then you get the tail. You know. I just I've been around for a while. She's been around for a while. I've seen her in a few different circumstances. Just be careful. That's all.
I've learned so many new things at breakfast this morning.
It's the most important meal of the day, I always say.
I'm just going off what I read. Your guess is as good as mine. I'll be upstairs waiting for you all. I already finished eating, drinking, and let me know when you guys are ready to head out.
Why are we going upstairs? Why don't we just go now?
Let's just go.
Well,
Yeah,
you're in the
we're
basement.
downstairs.
You have to. There's no door from down here.
Oh,
You
right.
have to go up. We're in a pocket dimension, technically. Oh,
I go up to go out.
right. Right.
Yep.
Just so you know, the further down in hell you get, the more squirrely the Ninkies get.
Squirrely?
Yeah. Some of the you know, clones is a finite resource. Let's just say. The deeper you get, there's less foot traffic. You know, they're weird. They won't all be as nice as me, is what I'm saying. Yeah. Now kindly get the fuck out, it's my naked time.
Mm-hmm.
Fair enough.
I'm already at the doorstep.
It takes 10 minutes for you to go up the stairs. Again,
Jesus
it's 10 minutes
Christ,
of stairs.
My thighs, my calves.
Is Oleander like around?
When you get upstairs,
Like I'm not looking for her. I'm just like if she's around, you know.
yeah, I would say that she is. And you're
Alright.
really shocked when you get upstairs because it takes you 10 minutes to get upstairs, and by the time you get upstairs, Ninky is back behind the bar.
I'm gonna give her like the scanning eye, not the oho, the scanning eye. Like I'm like, what's up with you?
To Ninky?
No, to
Oleander?
Oleander.
Yeah, she's sitting by herself. I think. No, she's sitting at a table with the turrets. Why not? It's hell. I'm sure nightmares get to have their own tables in hell. So she's sitting at.
Have his own table.
She's sitting at a table. Well, I mean, if the dragon gets to sit at the table, why doesn't deterrence?
There's also wine just on Deterrence's side.
Yes. Oh yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
Mhm.
Deterrence has ordered himself a charcuterie board.
Mhm.
There's a beautiful glass of red wine. It's a Pinot. And Oleander is there, and she is. You're not sure that she slept. Like, everybody looks a little haggard in hell, Ninky notwithstanding. But the, like, purple bruising under her eyes has deepened considerably since you saw her. And she's got both of her arms on the table, her forehead in her hands, and she's rubbing the skin, like, under her horns. There are several, like, empty, like, pint glasses in front of her. Deterrence keeps trying to, like, nudge a breakfast sandwich towards her. She keeps pushing it back.
But no, he rolled. What did you roll?
Oh, I rolled because I was studying deterrence closely.
Okay. What are you trying to determine about deterrence?
I was more so making note of deterrence in future reference, so that when I use the Phantom Steed spell, I will summon a replica of Deterrence.
Ah, yes. He is a
Phantom replica.
majestic creature.
Excellent.
He is quite large for a horse, maybe one of the largest horse-shaped objects, like things you've ever seen.
Horse-shaped dogs.
Short horse-shaped objects. Yeah. I'd say he stands about 6 feet at the withers. He's a big boy.
Just like Flamin' Clydesdale.
Yeah.
Really big fucking horse.
And his skin, he's pitch black, but as you study him so closely, you see beneath his skin the roil and smolder of coals. So, mostly black, and then there's just a sudden flicker of light. He has flaming tendrils about his hooves, mane, tail. The most striking thing about Deterrence, though, is he looks like a horse, except, a horse on fire, intimidating, all of that sort of thing. Until you get to his face. And where you're expecting this noble equine face, it's much more skull-like. You don't see bone, it's the same sort of jet ebony black as the rest of him, with the roil of coal underneath. But his eye sockets are deep and empty, with the blue flicker of a tungsten flame inside. The holes of his nostrils are wide and open, and where horses in the material realm all have flat teeth. His are mostly flat, except for the incisors, which are sharp and pointed.
He's got canines.
Yeah.
Predator horse.
Yeah.
Very fitting for hell.
And then you watch him eat a pistachio off of this charcuterie board.
Well, perhaps these little things will help me fit in at some point.
I don't have a bad idea, but Oleander kid, you need some sleep.
She looks at you, and her eyes are are bloodshot.
Oh, Brad's here.
Where?
You just pulled up Roll 20.
Oh. Her eyes
Wild
are
Brad.
deeply bloodshot. And the green of her irises stand out even more. And you notice that just one of her pupils is blown wide. I know. But some things can't wait. It's funny how you can spend decades doing practically nothing in pursuit of your goals, and then everything happens all at once.
You're welcome.
What's happening all at once? What do you mean by
Wow.
that?
Oh. I've been Brad.
Hello.
Oleander scrubs a hand through her hair, and just she'd had her hair all kept very tightly back in a braid. When she scrubs her hand through it, just these red curls spring free in an awkward cowlick. Sometimes it takes the shaken status quo to shake loose the binds that tie.
That was super cryptic and unhelpful.
I've been in hell for a long time. I'm trying to get out of hell. You all have come into hell, and you're doing shit that fucks up the status quo. Thus making my escape from hell and my infernal obligations perhaps easier, or perhaps more difficult. Probably both. That is the nature of adventurers.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Right, we're gonna go continue what we're doing. If you need us, we'll be at the arena.
Fantastic. Okay. Oh, excuse me. Hi, Brad.
Hey.
What's up, Brad?
You got a long rest.
Oh, sweet.
You also had a delicious breakfast. You got to stay in Ninky's interdimensional pocket dimension basement house. And
We
she
did some
made you a
glorified
breakfast.
shopping. It's fine.
Yeah.
It's good.
Awesome.
Yeah, you found a shop that had a lot of really cool stuff in it, but it was all very expensive.
IMAX.
What else?
Quincy's
Oh,
gonna
this-
try to summon deterrence?
Maybe.
I can make my phantom
or-
shadow look like anything I
Or
want.
your
Phantom
own
Steve.
nightmare?
Yeah.
I don't
If you roll an
know.
Arcana, I'll tell you a little bit about what nightmares do.
That is some cool shit that what nightmares do.
I'm good.
This one speaks French.
He does speak French.
Instead of making horse noises, he goes hon hon hon.
Yeah, that's why there is there was such a beautiful collection of fromage on his charcuterie board.
C'est une baguette.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
croque
Some
monsieur.
custard bread.
Now in my head, I want to see I forgot his name. His husband's unicorn hanging out with the other horse. I want to see that.
There was a Pegasus in the other room, but nobody decided to look at that.
Too cool
I don't
for
know.
Pegasus.
Pegasus means nothing to me. You know, me, Cecilia, uncultured swine.
Yes, so you all are here at the A4, which is the Market of Killers. If you are intending to go to the arena, it is A1. As you come out, you see Todd is already sitting at the propeller? The steering stick of the gondola, which I do not know the name of. The rudder?
Helm.
Helm? Whatever. The thing that steers the boat. Todd is
That's very
already.
much like Todd so far.
Gondolier platform.
Yes,
Mhm.
he's already perched there. Hi, fellas. And
Hey, Todd.
fellow-lets.
Hello. We are due for the arena.
Mhm.
Oh, okay, we can do that. I know where the arena. I know. Actually, he does not sound like Inky. Oh gosh, guys. Yeah. I know where the arena is.
How's the wife?
Oh no. No.
Eating.
Listen, I didn't go home. So, probably really pissed off, but you all have encouraged me to assert my independence.
Wait. What of
You're
the
welcome.
contract?
She may or may not like that.
You come back with the gold, it might be okay, right?
Nowhere in our wedding vows did it say I had to be home every night.
Hmm.
You know
It's
what? We're gonna
all
let
about
you
the
deal with
Frank.
that one.
Take us to the arena, Todd, please.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Oh. So he will take you to the arena. And now,
I forgot. How much am I paying him per day?
15.
15.
Okay. That's what I thought. I thought I made it a semi-round number. All right.
Okay. Get out of here.
2 days. All right. Cool. Let's get right
Barge of the theater. Excuse me. Okay. So. You all are taken to the barges that are cobbled together, and in the midst of all of these ships, rowboats, platforms. The center is the largest floating contraption you have ever seen. The ballast on this thing is immense. The first thing that you hear is the cheering and jeering of spectators, as well as grunts of pain and shrieks of terror. The arena is mostly open. There are stands, and the stands are not. They're pretty full of people. Outside of this open central area, there are lodges connected to it. And out of these buildings, out of these little sheds, different challengers emerge, either to fight on a field of battle or to take their place against another at tables of various games of chance.
Or like intelligence.
And in the same time, you see people being dragged from the arena into separate little shacks, screaming and kicking, the agonized sounds of torture coming from them, the slice of flesh, the crack of bone, the sear of a hot iron. And as you come in, if any of your characters have ever been to like a horse race before, or the dog track, or any sort of sporting event in which gambling is really the reason you go to watch it, you're familiar with the sounds. There's a board that has the schedules of events with a barker out front that's talking about the different odds in the different arenas. There's another board slightly further in as you come in through the turnstiles where a fellow wearing like a high-vis vest, it's a spine devil wearing a high-vis vest, and his little spines are sticking out through the holes in this high-vis vest, and he's saying, "Hey guys, step right up. Would you be interested in trying your hand at a game of chance? Perhaps a test of skill, perhaps a test of luck. Maybe," he looks at you all, "you all look like the kind who can hold your own in a fight. We've got plenty of opportunities to show off in Mortal Kombat. All of the compensation, if you win, is really based on the tier of the challenge you choose."
Who's the purple tiefling we were looking for again?
It was Soraya.
And Soraya.
You watch this, as much as a spine devil's face can be open and appealing, you watch it close. And his mannerism goes from a barker, right, trying to sell you something. He stiffens, crosses his arms over his chest, more spines poke out of his high-vis vest. "You have business with Soraya?"
We do.
We are old friends, or rather acquaintances. We have been acquainted before.
He leans forward. You look specifically in your face, Aquinsu. And then a smile cracks one side, and he goes, "Yeah, I see. Sure. Go on in."
I hardly say shit.
All right.
Was it me, or did that devil recognize you? It's not a good sign when devils recognize you.
No, I believe that Rose did such a good job talking to him that he just let us inside. What a charismatic face we had to our party.
He got an old face.
Thank you.
Inside check?
Inside that man.
Yeah, go for it.
I got insight.
I was like, I only have a +1.
no,
I
I
need
don't.
the more insight.
gosh.
Just stop rolling, Zach.
Okay, I believe you.
Never.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
Raheem,
find that tell.
you're like, "Oh no. This is definitely has nothing to do with Rose's powers of persuasion. This spine devil definitely recognizes a Quinsu. Sharp Eye, you're like, you're too busy reading the brackets to try and see what would be the best bet for the fight that you could take. And you're like, ooh, that one. If we'd win, we get 15 soul coins.
15 soul coins? Fucking what?
Yeah.
Sharp Eye. We're not here
What
for
is it
that.
that we have to kill?
You have to face the sire of corruption.
Sire.
Wait, man, I recognize
And
some of these
the
folks.
odds are.
So
Sharp Eye, shut your maw. We're not here for that.
If you win, you get 15 soul coins. If you go across to the other side, you can see the odds. And obviously, the odds are going to change for betting if you go to where the bookie is. So, like, the guy that's sort of perched awkwardly on top of the desk where the bookie is. There's a spinning sign behind him that's shifting names and odds and all of that. And he's a barbed devil. He's got one arm. You looking to make a bet?
Maybe sometime later, but.
I will grab your collar and pull you. Shut up.
You really shouldn't let your wife treat you that way.
Excuse
a man's
me?
got to exert his place in the home.
You do not talk to my wife like that.
So you've got the right idea.
Anyway, we gotta go.
I'm gonna journal about this so intensely.
I'm just gonna, if I get a moment, I'll just like whisper to him. Do we need to concern ourselves with anyone here?
Kind of lean over and say, Rahim, we are in hell. We need to concern ourselves with everyone here.
Okay, well, yeah, but like specifically, like will actively come after. Like you clearly know that person. That person clearly knows. Is that going to be much?
He wasn't here for when you found out who you were looking for.
Jesus.
What? What was that whisper?
He was not here when you
quote.
found out the person you were looking for.
Right. So, long story short, Rahim, Zariah is a devil that seems to be in possession of my soul. And so, we have come to the arena where we will find them. If I were to guess, we will talk to them and then they will give us some sort of task that we will have to complete in order to earn it back. Or maybe they are very charismatic and kind, and there's some other deal that we can strike with them. It will not come for free. We are still in this. But the little bit of history that we have, me and this devil, though I only learned their name yesterday, perhaps it is best left in the past. Eh?
Okay.
But Quincy, I'm not sure if I don't know why I'm asking, but I feel like I should vocalize this. Did you put any of your memories as collateral in this contract?
I'm sorry? My memories?
Yeah, your memories of making the contract as collateral in the contract. Because I have a feeling this is how you lose your soul. You make a contract.
Yes, well, sometimes you use technologies that you do not understand. You are the one with firearms, correct?
Yeah.
There's a reason where, to my knowledge, you are supposed to keep dangerous things locked away. Because if someone naive or innocent came along thinking that it was a toy, it could have consequences. And so, we live and learn.
I chuckle a little if you do say that out loud.
No, this is mental. This is all mental.
Oh, mental.
I'm gonna use my
Only
cantrip.
Despader can heal us now.
Yeah, the spider knows every. Fuck, I keep forgetting that.
Yep. Uh-huh. Spader's like, there's some spicy shit going down.
Damn, the cheeseman today is going fucking wild.
Popcorn. This
Yep.
is amazing.
Keep
This is better than dramas.
I messaged Rose.
Oh.
Okay.
Spader's like,
All right. So, if you're gonna be claiming your wifely duties, just make sure to let me know so I'm not in the bedroom because me and Katarina cannot be in there. That's gonna be kind of weird. I mean, Bugman and I are best friends, but we ain't those kind of best friends.
Just messaging
"Not
nonsense.
chair."
I'm looking at you like, you do know that the message cantrip requires a bunch of components and things. You are casting spells. I can see you. We can all see you.
Has like a little short wire.
It's just
What do you look up as Jeff? I'm giving.
You have
This
to
is the
point
best
at who you're
example of
talking
what
to.
Ro-
You're pointing at.
She does not care. She does not fucking care. She's doing like a fucking JoJo's pose and everything. Like she does not give a shit.
Just
This is the
turn
this
from
is the
looking
look
at
Rose
CC to
gives
Rose.
you.
How holding.
Posting a GIF, but like that's the look she gives you when you mention that.
That's not an answer. All right, fair enough.
Yeah, I'm not giving you an answer. I just give you that look, like.
that's not a no.
I don't want to be there. You gotta tell me before I leave.
Let's go look for Zariah.
All right. Remember, they are purple and hot. That's all we need to know.
Ah,
Sure.
shit.
Can you like describe their voice or the type of present
Hot.
they give off? Or...
Purple, hot. How many purple and hot keen things can there be in here?
No,
I can't see.
hold on. Quincy,
Well, there's like 3 or 4 of them over here.
like waves hands
Oh,
in
so
front
there's
of
3 or 4 hot-
in front of
hot
him.
ones.
He
I'm gonna
can't.
guess
He
that
can't
one's Zariah.
appreciate
That one's
blue
hot.
or purple.
What the hell's Titian doing here?
Also, I don't
Is there
think
any-
Despader would be eating
I did see
popcorn.
Titian. I did see Titian like as soon as we loaded in. I was like, oh no.
It's probably like lemur nuggets or something like that.
Oh god, is
Oh, I'm
Red
right here.
Jackson
Nice.
around here?
So there are definitely like concessions devils walking through the stands, and they've got little paper cups that have fried nuggets in them. Somebody's got get your fried nuts here.
Excuse me.
No.
We've got the finest set of nuggets this side of the sticks.
You're not
We had
purple
it.
nor hot.
We had a big breakfast. No, thank you, though.
That's rude.
Fair. I'm sorry.
They shift their
Hold on.
appearance so that they're purple.
Okay.
They're still not hot. They're just purple.
There's purple.
You are purple.
I'm guessing the one named Zariah.
I'm eyeing that
What?
one.
Don't
You're
worry,
not eyeing. You're right next to her.
don't worry, Master.
I'm eyeing her.
I'll be on the lookout for you, Master.
I'm pretty
As
sure
you
that one is Zariah. I don't see the
Is it
name.
because she's got a name tag?
I do not know she has a name tag. Does she have a name tag?
Yeah.
Open, boy, open your eyes.
You gotta put your mouse over the token. I don't do that.
I have not been spelling Zariah
What
right.
the hell are you
entire
talking
time.
about?
Neither have I.
So as you enter into the arena, you pass by the concessions guys selling little fried nuggets of deliciousness. They smell great.
I'll buy some.
Okay, cool. It is
That's
a
a
gold.
Chester thing to do.
1 gold.
1 gold. Perfect.
Do you eat them?
I do. I take one. I sniff it. And then
Smells
I
like fried
put it in my
meat. Tastes like fried meat.
mouth. It's pretty good,
Uh,
guys.
Roll me a history check. You grew up in Baldur's Gate.
Okay.
Cat.
See if this lines up with the sort of meat that you have had in the past.
Pet the cat. Pet the cat.
History.
Yeah, Missy was flipping out. He was so pissed, but the door was closed.
That is
Hello.
rude. You are pretty sure that this is neither rat,
Mm.
nor chicken.
I didn't know this was a fancy establishment.
It's not rat or chicken. You're pretty sure it's not cat.
Gourmet.
You're like, doesn't have the right texture for beef.
Oh god, did he just eat dog?
It might be pork or human.
Yeah, you're leaning towards pork or human. I think you're like, this might be people. Those might have been a person at some point.
People.
It's definitely not dog.
Dog would be stringy and greasy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's fried up, very fluffy.
If you're from Baldur's Gate, you definitely have tasted a person.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. And you see what you see in the arena is 2 pain devils and a pit fiend. Just WWE SmackDown in the middle of the arena.
Nice.
Yeah, back and forth, and you would think like some of you who've been in hell for a while have seen a pit fiend before, and you are immediately filled with the overwhelming sense of dread that pit fiends always give off. You're like, ooh no, and you're not sure how these 2 pain devils are holding their own until you watch their tactics. They are splitting in and out and around the pit fiend's ankles, and they're just taking little stabs and scratches at him while they can, and they're relying on being faster to not get hit. And then as you're watching this, you almost start rooting for the pit fiends, the David versus Goliath thing, and they're using their cunning, and it's quite a show. They're flipping through the air and flying. The pit fiend is snaking out his chains and trying to whack them, and then he makes contact with one. And he just slaps his tail upwards. And this pain devil over here is knocked out of the air onto the ground. The pit fiend casually steps over and plants one foot on his chest, reaches down with a massive claw, grabs the pain devil between the horns, and just pulls his head off and holds it up to the crowd. And as he does so, the other pain devil seems to stumble for a moment in whatever planned maneuver they had next up, and stares in a moment of horror at his partner's head held aloft. Then the pit fiend just throws it at the other pain devil and knocks the second pain devil out of the air with the severed head of his partner. And the pain devil struggles in the dirt to get up. And as he lays there bleeding ichor, you see the myriad of wounds across his body, the blackness dripping into the sands of the arena. And the pit fiend, still looking out at the crowd, just steps casually forward and puts one foot over the pain devil's face. The pain devil writhes and seethes and is suffocated. The kicking and scrambling of his limbs in the dirt ceases. And the crowd cheers. Everyone cheers, and you see these imps, a horde of them, come out from the little hovels and houses on the edges of the arena and grab them and start pulling the pain devils off to the side as the pit fiend walks forward towards the dais in the middle. And he takes a deep bow, blood and ichor dripping off of him. There's one of his eyes has been blinded by the pain devil, but he bears a massive smile as he flexes his wings in victory.
Impressive.
And as he bows and accepts his accolades, leaves the arena, presumably to accept his reward elsewhere.
Sorry.
Does Asclepius just like explain all this to Raheem? Like, what's their dynamic like?
Is there not already a caster like casting the fight, or does Sklep need to serve as caster?
Oh yeah, no, there's definitely a color commenter.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah. Yeah, there's definitely an
This is all being
announcer. Like,
narrated.
yeah. Oh,
Everybody come on down for it. He's gonna rip off his head! He's ripping off his head! He's throwing it!
you know, Todd and Bob, they've been doing a really valiant job keeping.
Can they
Todd.
No, they can't. Holy fuck!
Keeping Charles on his toes, but Charles the Crusher, he only knows how to do one thing, and that's crush, that's rip, that's tear.
Like, who are these people?
I may be, for the Fallout RP people, I may be practicing that particular voice for our first session.
Okay. So, as you enter in, you see, in the lull between matches, you see a array of people. There are people that are just like the regular dissidents of hell that you would notice. There's some of like the creepy spider people. There's a few undead hanging out. There's definitely at least one lich. Hilariously, the lich, when it was alive, was a kobold. It was a kobold lich. It's quite funny.
That's adorable.
Yeah. There's imps, there's the Moors, there's Vine Devils, Ice Devils, all of these just sort of sitting in the crowd. The dais where the pit fiend Charles the Crusher had presented himself at the end, you see from the edge that you are on a shield guardian, and you see the edges of a set of unfurled wings. Knees neatly crossed, leaning back in a throne. As you look at the stands closer to the dais, you see people that are not dressed like regular riffraff of hell. There are many beautiful women in beautiful clothing. You see a tiefling, black hair, black skin, golden horns upswept from her forehead. The bright shine of her gold eyes, no pupil, no sclera, just solid gold, set in this midnight face. And she's wearing, at first you think she's wearing nothing, and then you see that she's actually wearing a dress made of spider webs and strung with diamonds. So it's next to nothing, but it's beautifully crafted and expensive nothing. You see a red-headed tiefling wearing watered silk, a long caftan, bell sleeves, and she's curled up in her seat. In her lap, an entire cornucopia of fresh fruit, a flagon of wine on one side, a half-drunk glass on the other. And you see, as close... Sorry, my cats are having a freaking smackdown behind me.
I was hearing that, the bell.
Yeah, the bell. Yeah, they are.
Tuesday night cat smackdown.
Yeah, they're showing down.
Cat down.
Yeah.
Cat down. It's like a hoedown, those cats.
Papa, stop being a little shit.
Get the gun.
It's over there.
I'm always strapped.
Keep that shit on you. You see, on the closest edge towards the middle dais, in a freebie, and seated before the Ifriti, a beautiful, beautiful woman. Purple skin, 2 sets of horns. The first set of horns shine almost like glass, like a crystal set in her forehead, smooth and etched with runes that you maybe could decipher the meaning of if you had enough time. The second set of horns set further back on her head, ebony black, smooth as onyx, and sharp, almost looking napped out of stone in the lights from the arena. Her hair long and silky and black, so long that it drapes down the back of her seat and onto the floor behind her, where the Ifriti has very carefully moved it so that no one will step on it. She has wings, massive wings, stretching from her back, folded neatly around the back of the chair. And while they are the leathery sort of double wings that you're used to, as she flexes them while she cheers for the pit fiend, you see that there have been tattoos etched into the flesh of them. Brilliant hues of butterflies' wings tattooed over these leathery bat wings. And the effect is disconcerting for a moment. Like you expect, you know how eye spots work on insects, where she flares them for a moment and you have this instinctual fear happen that this is a predator. You're seeing the face of a predator. She wears a long silk dress made of gold and platinum woven together, deeply cut between her breasts almost to her navel. The skirt is full, almost flouncy with tulle.
Jesus, you already struck oil. Stop digging.
I love it.
So you got any pictures?
Oh, we never stop being you. I was basically gonna make a similar comment at the end of it all, like, no, don't stop.
The butterfly wings are kind of hot.
Tattoo wings. I'm gonna lose my mind.
Brilliant, brilliant.
I like my
She
fancy old
holds
girls.
she holds in one hand a long cigarette holder, and the cigarette in it smoldering, and in the other hand a crystal flute, champagne flute.
Master, there's some bougie broad that looks to be someone we should be concerned with.
Okay, that's all I'm hearing.
You can see like Cecilia's like grabbing her own, like she's like holding onto Harold like tightly, just kind of like visibly in pain by somebody so attractive.
There's Jen responsible when everybody else sees it, then I just hear slips from just some bougie person like, okay, I got it.
I got this.
Be careful, Master. She seems to have influencing charms.
Alright, I get it. She's bruised.
I take a deep breath and I glance to Aquintu for a moment before I try to make my way over to Zariah.
Oh no, she's deploying the Riz.
Okay. Okay.
Should we have a like?
She's your wife, all right. You need to control her.
Hold on, mental
or enable
connection,
her.
Everybody.
I'm already walking ahead.
Chat's open.
Mental group chat is open.
What did Rose?
Rose, hold on.
You ever panic group chat?
Why do we need a plan? We need business with her.
We need at least like a code phrase.
I agree. I need business with her.
We do
What?
need business with her. We definitely need business with her. She's got a
Harold.
Quincy's soul, but like we can't sell what little we have to her to get it.
That's why we're talking to her.
We need to be clever. We also need to have a word that means get the fuck out
Harold.
when we
That's,
need
that's the
Harold.
word. That'll be the word.
But I call him Harold.
Well, Harold's the word now, because no one else knows that name besides us.
That's what?
Harold is our
Yeah.
safe word.
You could always use my
Harold,
my
yeah.
full name. Nobody understands my full name.
What the
No
hell's
one
your
can
full
speak
name?
your full name. It's too much of a mouthful.
Asclepius Canvitaris.
Zippity
That's one way to make sure
Startaurus?
nobody says their safe word. Should make it something they can't pronounce.
Is Rose
Zippity
gonna be the one
Taurus?
talking to her?
She is
Wait, what's
the
Rose's
most
Riz?
charismatic of us. She's a bard.
What's the Riz number?
I'm only asking because I need to know who to put
Really
my
hot.
enhance ability on.
Well, I'm a sorcerer.
Sorcerer.
She
Also,
might
also made of Riz.
What the?
also made a Riz, but she may have expertise in it. Fuck, you got enhance ability.
I want to give it to somebody, but I need to know who's talking.
Well, that's the thing. What's your Riz number?
Also, we can
Also-
talk to you, Rose. Give us a
Also,
second.
as you're having this conversation, you all hear.
You know it's rude to keep a lady waiting.
I'm
Telepathy.
trying to tell
You
him.
you hear in your minds. Oh,
Who added her to the group chat?
Can't we just enjoy a fight? Oh, fuck.
Have some nuggets.
Mario walking towards her.
But what I want to enjoy a woman.
Fine, I'm casting it on our bimbo. Bimbo gets advantage on charisma rolls.
Hmm. The
On
charisma battle shall begin.
It's called
This is
Eagle
the first
Splendor.
unofficial
Wait, which
challenge.
one's the bimbo?
Rose.
Wait, Rose was the one you were describing as the bimbo earlier?
I was like, that don't
No,
make sense
they
in
said
my head, but
bougie
I'll allow
earlier.
it. Doesn't
Oh, yeah, bougie.
Right, they have bougie ones in them. Let the first unofficial contest of the arena begin. Charisma.
The arena. I almost started speaking every time he's talking. I almost accidentally pick up the accent. The arena of love.
Soraya, I assume.
yes, and I haven't the faintest idea of who you are or why you've decided to address me so informally.
Rose, and you have to pardon my rudeness. I was never brought up for nobles such as you. But regardless, we have business with you.
No,
What do you mean no?
it's one word, 2 letters, and it means I decline.
I shoot
What
a
can-
message. You know, you can't listen to people when they say no.
I
Just
think she's
pointing
right.
at Rose silently.
She doesn't.
Yeah,
wanna
does JoJo stands for all the way behind?
She's right. She probably doesn't want to talk to Rose. She wants to talk to Quincy.
Ooh.
What can sway you for us to speak with you? It's not me who has business with you. I'm speaking on behalf of someone else.
Well, if it's not your business, why are you talking?
Because I'm the
Present-
only one who has the balls to talk to you.
Oh, well. It is admirable, however misplaced it may be. I do sense one that I've had dealings with in the past. He's over there.
He is.
A Quincy
I'm moving.
darling.
I motion him.
He sort of saunters over. It's, back when we were children, we used to play games, and we would do that little thing where you would write on a piece of paper, would you go on a date with me? And we would, put little boxes. One would say yes and one would say no, and then there would be a third box for maybe. And we would fold it up and give it to a friend and have them deliver to the person. And Rose is my friend, so do not kill the messenger.
Oh, that would require me to think about her.
Fair enough. I
Quite
would
a
say
waste
that
of space.
it is a happy reunion, but I think our first meeting was rather brief.
It was very rushed, though I have made your intimate acquaintance in the meantime.
I assume you're referring to my soul.
Yes, that is the most intimate knowledge one can have of another being.
Ah,
Though yours
so
is a little dimmed recently.
whatever do you mean?
Oh. She shifts in her seat, and puts on a little bit of a like an exaggerated pout. Well, I think that he grows weary of losing. It is so demoralizing to see someone who's made me so much money suffer so many embarrassments, humiliations. I mean, don't get me wrong, the crowd loves it, but let me ask you, have you been feeling particularly hollow lately? A little out of your depth? Pressured by forces from the inside?
There was this one time when we were on the river Styx, and a giant chunk of metal came out of the sky and crushed us. You know, the other time when we were on Avernus, and a giant magical rain cloud appeared and shocked us with lightning and an ice and a number of things. I have felt out of my depth since I came here, but I felt that was the par for the course in him.
I knew I liked you for a reason. Very
And there was the
astute.
time my eyes popped out of my head and they were stalks like a lobster.
Oh, you spent time in Avernus.
Unfortunately so. But they say do everything once, right?
Twice. Once to see if you like it, second time to make sure.
Well, unfortunately, I may not be taking that same chance with my soul. Perhaps we can square out this little misunderstanding and call it a day.
Oh. Oh. I know that we only met briefly, but I do believe the terms of our contract were binding. For she pulls from her, or the bodice of her dress, and it's a full scroll. You're not sure where in this very skimpy bodice this entire scroll has come from. She just pulls it out. Oh yes, in perpetuity. She rolls it up and it disappears. So, if you'd like to resolve the matter, I'm afraid what you'll have to do is make me a better offer.
Better offer.
Oh yes, I grow quite
What sort of-
bored. Entertain me. Make me
entertainment.
You know,
She's saying it in bold letters, very hidden. She wants to participate in the arena, probably in her name.
there is.
You know, I actually had another reading, but I'm glad you said yours first before I said mine. Actually,
But we could fight that. No, somebody else keep going. I just want to keep making noises.
shut up!
Like, we could fight. And
We can
everybody's
fight.
ignoring me.
We can fight.
Thing over there. I gotta.
Don't worry. I've picked up on the nuance that perhaps there's a way that we can earn it. And if you are sufficiently amused, then perhaps we will have earned the rights to negotiate this contract, which I don't remember being nearly as long. Never mind. What would you find most amusing?
Well, I'll tell you. Why don't you all take a seat? Because the next bit of sport is about to happen, and I think you'll find it particularly illuminating.
I'll just kind of look at the rest of the party and shrug and say, all right. I have a seat.
Yeah.
I let a minorly annoyed sigh and sit next to her.
So I'd fucking conjure my own chair.
Are we in like a
What a fucking flex.
box, or are we like in the stands? Like,
She's in the stands, but they do get noticeably nicer as they get closer and closer to the center dais. So whereas like plebes are all packed in and like just like bench seating, she's got like a cushioned chair other than the Afridi behind her, who you get the impression might be her bodyguard.
I'm going to try to sit like as close to her feet as I can, like in front of her, but like below her, but like it's almost like I'm laying at her feet, but sitting.
Okay. Are you trying to do this like stealthily, or are you trying to like do a performance so it's like, oh, I'm doing this as like a subservient sort of thing?
I'm just a cute.
Oh, I'm
little
doing
dog.
this just because I have no clue what etiquette is in this, and this is just what I do. I'm just doing this because I'm a good boy and I'm cute.
Perfect.
Esther,
She
this
watches.
is true.
She's like, huh. Well,
I just turn
she's
back to her and go, "Hi, you're pretty."
Why, thank you, dear. At least one of you knows their place. Please have a seat.
I'm not gonna lie. I'd be there barking too, but you know I lack the fur. God damn! Whispers this to my bestie over here, not to the fucking woman. To the woman.
See, you need to like. Yeah, she's pretty. And yeah, she's got butterfly wings, but she's.
Listen, I get it. You like them with a little bit of flower to them, if you know what I mean. Well,
I
that's
can
not subtle.
hear
That one has
you.
a flower on their face. What?
I can hear you. You are like 3 feet away from me, and I've already proved that I also have telepathy. But if I took offense every time somebody imagined having sex with me in public, I would be constantly offended. And I don't have enough time in eternity for all of that. So,
Well, I want to die, but you are pretty.
I'm gonna order some lemur nuggets for Raheem.
Use Katarina to hide.
the lemur nuggets are 1 gold. They are quite delicious. You know, like
people,
like the poppers from like Futurama. It's addictive. You're just like popping them in. You hand them to him,
What
you're
is
like,
this?
oh my god, tastes like fried shrimp.
Master, you have to try this. They're passing them out fresh. They've been recently nuggeted.
Yes, they have been very recently nuggeted.
I don't know what that. Oh, I'm not gonna ask.
They put like this. They put like this
On
powder
the side,
on them.
it says made of fresh torture victims.
It's like slip. Yeah, what are these made out of?
Oh, the flavor. That's all the flavor is.
New flavor.
It's the sadness that seeps into the meat.
I think. Do I still have?
Suffering.
Trauma.
Perhaps I don't have that anymore. Oh, I do have. I have one more Ninky drink. I will also hand you a drink that is ice cold to go with the nuggets.
It's the cortisol that's in the meat. That
It's
makes it
got Stygian ice in it.
It does have Stygian ice in it. That Ninki's drinks are always cold.
Here you go, Master. You gotta enjoy the food and drink while we are entertained by this visual show.
All this food that I assume is just regular nuggets, as you've handed it to me.
That looks
Perfectly
surprising,
normal
like-
nuggets. I will take it that this drink is also just a normal drink that I will partake in. There is nothing weird about it as I take it and get ready to drink.
It is beautifully refreshing. It's like a little bit of an elderberry spritzer. It's quite cold. It's sparkly. It's got a hit of citrus at the end, but then it's got that like lovely, almost like a blueberry but plummier. And then roll me a D100, please.
There it is.
I'm sorry, but do I just see a Koinsu alone in the arena with some chained monster?
Wait, what?
We'll get there. I have to resolve your. I have to resolve your fuckery first.
Chosen one.
New
The
name for Nikki
chosen
drinks.
one.
The chosen one.
I'm sorry. Are you the pro tag?
Immediately side up Gillian, like as soon as I mentioned that, like, excuse me, what?
Now I have to write that down. Quinsu is the chosen one.
So
That doesn't count. We don't know
Raheem,
that.
you eat these like poplars. You drink this beautiful spritzer, and as you do, a hero's feast appears before you.
Ooh.
Oh!
I will
Just like
take
a
part of
whole
that.
spread of food
Fucking
comes out.
Fucking spread of food.
There
Let's
are
go.
more of these delicious little nuggets on there. A whole array of cocktails, variety of cocktails. There's chicken wings.
Chicken.
There's like loaded baked potato wedges.
Real chicken.
Raheem doesn't even know that like it's just appeared in front of him. He just thinks Slep is just buying all this food for him. He's like, you know what, Slep, I appreciate it. You know what, I really do. Thank you for getting this.
Oh my God,
Hopefully it didn't cost
Master!
you a fortune.
Quincy's in the arena.
Wait, what?
So everyone who takes part of the hero's feast, just so you remember, everybody who eats of the spread, you doot.
I doot. Yep.
You do. Yes. You're cured of all diseases and poison. You become immune to being poisoned. You're immune to poison and the frightened condition. You make all wisdom saving throws with advantage. And your hit point maximum will increase by 13.
Yeah.
Zariah leans over your shoulder and plucks one of the chicken wings off the table. And it's a flat. She puts the whole flat in her mouth, twists it, and when she pulls it back out, it's just 2 clean bones, and she drops them on the table.
God damn it! Why do I keep seeing women eating food, and why does it keep turning me on? God damn it! Harold, help me.
Delicious. But the show is about to start, darlings. And the announcer comes back on. And now we have everyone's favorite carnival of errors. The Chosen One is back once again in a feat of strength. And you see what looks like a Quinsu in the arena. He pulls himself from one of the doors at the back and trudges his way across the bloodied sands. And he is not the sparkling specimen that you are used to seeing. He looks sallow. His eyes almost concaved into his face. When he looks out, if he looks up from his shoes, his eyes are almost blank. Not unfocused. He's not mind controlled. It's just the deep pit of hopelessness. As if he's done this before and will do it again, and he knows already what's about to happen. And as the fight commences, you watch as he, the Chosen One, fights a chain devil. And within a couple of rounds of combat, he gets off a couple of spells. The chain devil shrugs them off. And chain devil has one of his whip-like chains around the Chosen One's neck and yanks it tight and snaps it. And his body falls to the floor. The announcer says, "But there's more where that came from. Please, everyone, stay in your seats. You may not have gotten any money on the first round, but there's always the test of skill. We'll see how this one goes." And the chain devil walks off, leaving a Quinsu's, the Chosen One's, form still on the arena floor. And then as a barbed devil, or sorry, a horned devil, walks into the arena from the other side. His body twitches and rights itself, and he pulls himself out of the sand, and his neck straightens with a crack that can be heard even where you all are in the stands. And he sighs, and his shoulders drop just a little lower as an imp, a horde of imps. They're all wearing tiny top hats. Pull 2 lengths of rope out for them. The announcer says, "Now this isn't the flashiest competition in the arena, but it is the one that requires precision, sleight of hand, a knowledge of nautical know-how. Keep your eyes peeled." And you watch as the horned devil wraps the rope through his fingers and twists them together, almost like it reminds you of nothing so much as watching your grandma crochet when you were a kid. And he twists his fingers together and pulls out this beautiful, complicated knot made of about 50 feet of rope within a few minutes. It's lacy and beautiful and intricate, and the center coils in and around itself. And the chosen one has managed to tie a couple of rows of bunny ears into the rope. And he's pulled from the arena by those same horde of top-hatted imps into one of the shacks on the side. And you hear screaming. But it's almost a reflex more than anything else. There's no real terror left in the sound. The announcer says, "Make sure that you stick around after intermission. We'll have everyone's favorite event, the test of wits. We'll have our reigning champion, Lexi the Vexer, come on out." And once the announcer lifts a hand comically to his ear hole, "I'd say in about 15 minutes, once he has stopped screaming and put his intestines back where they belong, you can see whether or not the chosen one is actually chosen." There's a smattering of applause. There you hear the clink of soul coins exchanging hands as the arena gets reset for whatever the next event is. You see lemurs and imps and little spine devils out there shoveling the arena sand so that they can turn over some of the blood. They pull out a little table and set it down. It's a green felt table. They pull out cups and dice. Zariah says, "Do you see what I mean?"
You don't seem impressed anymore by this performance, but more so just the gold of it.
Well, yes, I do believe that you've come to the crux of the matter. I mean, he still makes me plenty of money, and it is a little bit amusing to watch him be humiliated time and time again. Hubris and all of that. But I'll tell you what, dear Quincy, you've come here in pursuit of your soul, have you not?
Correct. And Quincy had sort of clapped along with the audience as they had clapped. Well, one must imagine Sisyphus happy.
That is an apt comparison, yes.
Especially considering we are literally in hell.
Yes, Though, I really think they could have come up with a more clever punishment for that one. Cecilia.
Oh, just for Sissy, who?
But you'd like to have your soul back in its original position, housed within your body.
Ideally so, yes.
I'll tell you what. Take his place. Beat my challengers in 3 tests. And you can have your soul back. I'll even scrub him up nicely. Spick and span.
Well, in some ways, I thought that you would never ask. When you mentioned that there was going to be an intermission before the next person who came along with a test of wit, I was thinking that I could do a pretty good job. But, I don't know. I'm getting the sense this is no longer just about me. I feel maybe my friends should have a little bit of a say in what happens next.
Well, certainly if you've decided you'd like to run your life by democracy now.
It is not
Consult your
democracy,
friends.
but I don't know. When you've been a summoner for long enough, you start to depend on other people.
Disgusting. Fine. Confer.
As long as we figure out the names of these bouts so I know what to bet, I'm in. Also just figured out I got 34 soul coins.
In a test of wit.
To me, this whole thing smells fishy.
Isn't this like the layer of hell where people can't really cheat you?
Yes.
Well,
I
it's
say out loud.
similar to like a genie where they'll make good on their word. It's just they're a little tricksy.
And
We
just make a
might-
better contract then. God dang.
We might be finding ourselves in... Who knows what? I don't know what a test of wit is, but like, would we all have to do it? And if those who don't succeed fail, I guess they get tortured.
I don't think she's offering for us to entertain her, is she?
You're
From what I
correct.
heard.
You're correct, Toaster. Only a Quinzu.
One
This whole thing's just on a Quinzu and himself. He's literally be fighting on his own for his own soul.
Unless you got, I don't know, bigger challenges for all of us to do at the same time. Say the... Where did I write it down?
Oh.
I mean, it would be a shame to not put on a show with a large melee. You got a bunch of these adventurers.
You know, I was thinking, why would I be in a contest of strength when strength is not my strong suit? I'm probably smart enough to know that I should stick to my strengths. And so... But there are people among us that are strong, Rahim. I have seen the feats that you have been capable of. And in terms of cunning, Chester, there's few people who are more stealthy than... I've seen you disappear right in front of me. I was looking right at you and you were gone. Asclepius, I think that your ability of intelligence rivals my own. I bet we can put on quite a show if instead of just me, we all work together.
We could.
Lean into each other's strengths, work as a team.
Well, if you need a test of dexterity or accuracy, I'm your man.
Or
I'm
a
just
test
here
of
to help.
exploding guns.
Or
Yeah,
exploding
no,
guns.
I think I got that covered there, Sharp Eye. Why don't you just sit this one out?
Yeah, you can. Yeah, we got a hero's feast if you want to just dig into that one.
Does anybody want to see a watermelon hit somebody? That's all I can do.
I do.
Zoraya,
Yes, darling.
you have grown weary of watching my poor soul drag his feet around the stadium. What if you had all of us? Get a whole adventuring party. That might be fun. The Chosen One and the band.
The chosen none.
I see what you did there. This man just dropped a team name. Potential candidate.
Well, you do make perhaps not a compelling argument, but an accurate one. Your soul was very entertaining the first 10 times or so I watched him fail. You know that he's only won 3 bouts the entire time he's been here. But they sure do like to watch an Angelkin lose, so... Well...
What a treat it would be for all of the people in hell who are always used to the same devil showing up and saying, I am so evil, ha 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 ha. That an adventuring party adventures down into hell to save the soul of the Chosen One, only to be defeated once again. That might be enough novelty to make you some money.
Not to mention, you have a blind man, an autistic girl, a dog, an insect you can barely shoot, a robot, and a disabled girl.
I really do agree. You are disabled and autistic.
Well,
Team disabled versus whatever you put us against.
We're not exactly hyping ourselves up here. We have to seem like we are.
Well, if we die, it'd be very entertaining, and that's all she cares about. But if we succeed, I'm sure that would also be very entertaining.
Mm-hmm.
Less against whatever, more of give us.
We're fresh blood. We're full of yells yet. We're not disheartened yet.
Nope. Just stating, but we are.
Well, I do like all right. I will offer other terms. And in fact, I'll be so generous as to give you a choice. You can, as a group, fight. She clicks her long claws against her teeth as she thinks for a moment. Well, how would you like to fight the sire of corruption and his swarms?
I'm okay with that. But what's the other choice?
Let's talk to the bookie.
Swarms.
And his swarms, yes. If you defeat them, or whichever ones of you are still alive at the end. It doesn't have to be. Just there have to be more of you alive than them. Group melee is a little bit complicated as far as winners and losers. But you know, last person standing and all that. And you can leave here with our darling Angelkin's soul, freshly scrubbed, placed back inside his body, for him to do with whatever he likes. I'll even guarantee you won't have nightmares for at least 2 days.
That is a good deal.
You get 2 days.
Or you can choose to fight a more challenging opponent. And I will give you Angelkin here's soul, freshly scrubbed, same terms, no nightmares, 2 days, placed back in his body. And also, I will give you a will give you a legendary item of your choice.
Just one, or one for each of us?
Just one.
Just being clear. Just being clear.
Just one. The rest of you can have some loot.
Soul
I'll tell
coins?
you what. You can bet on yourselves and win soul coins if you'd like.
Okay.
I'll tell you what. We'll make the deal for the more challenging opponent sweeter. I will give you a dragon's hoard worth of delightful items, one of which is guaranteed to be a legendary item, for you to split amongst yourselves.
And you would keep your word?
Of
On
course
my
she
honor as a businesswoman. Also, I prefer not to be scalded. It's a terrible way to do business. And you can ask... one moment. Tidvillius, darling, have I ever gone back on a contract explicitly made and signed and witnessed? Tidvillius leans forward and looks down and says, not in the 700 years I've known you. He leans back. Who are you inciting?
Her word.
Okay.
You're inciting if in this level of if you lie.
I am role-playing. Shut up.
Role playing is stupid.
So she rolled a natural 20
Oh, fine.
Oh, okay.
for a total of 40.
Oh my!
She is
What?
very hard to read, but you have no reason to doubt her word.
The titty contracts are persuasive.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
Okay. I personally would think we should take the more challenging one, but it is up to you, Quincy. This is your soul.
Fuck it, I'm here for a good time, not a long time.
You
Well, you're in
say
hell,
that
darling,
every
it's both.
day.
Oh,
So
I turn
that's-
around. I turn around to Sharp Eye and go, "It's okay, dude. We don't think bad of you. Just sometimes your guns don't work."
We don't think bad of you, we think bad of your guns.
You're probably right.
I like it when your gun doesn't work when you're pointing it right at me.
Debating whether or not to shoot you or not, though. Still thinking about it.
You don't want me. You don't want to play that game with me, my friend. But
Oh,
we'll do that in
it's-
the arena. We'll do that in
It's
the arena.
it's not gonna go off.
Master, if I participate in this event with the group, there is a chance that, if we fall out of a particular order, I won't be around to resurrect anybody.
That is correct.
So true, bestie.
She looks at you all and she's like, oh. You all did make the terrible decision to come to hell without a holy person amongst you.
Yep.
The only person we have is that angel.
I was guided by the voices in my head.
In fact, I think one of us is actively making fiends stronger.
Oh yes, tentacle arms.
Oh, you know his bedtime name as well?
Wait, what?
Oh God. You know that I don't have any use for money here. I mean, I can't even pick soul coins up. But like I said, this was a team effort, and so if my friends want to do the more hard option, then I'm outvoted. So whatever you guys want to do.
I will tend.
In the power of friendship, I will trust you.
The
I,
power of
I defer to
friendship.
Master's opinion.
Just right. And that's up. Try not to die this time. I don't know if anyone's just going to be gracious enough to make another offer to bring you back to life.
So true, Bessie. So true.
Okay, well maybe they will, but I don't know if I gotta put down another down payment on a favor, or if they're gonna ask me something else.
Didn't I tell you weren't allowed to make favors?
I believe deals was the term you used.
Yeah, deals.
Also, my erstwhile paladin, I don't know that you should make any deals in this level of hell, given how well you've kept your word in the past.
Oh.
I knew you were a lying son of a bitch. You didn't even have a wife, did you?
I'm not gonna address that part. Okay.
First contract broken. Marriage.
First contract made up. Marriage.
Look.
Wife made her up.
Look, I don't know you, bougie lady. Yeah, my own goals. And in order to get those goals, I need to help Akwinsu out. So I'll do whatever I need to, make sort of whatever deals I need to, or that accomplish my goals. Bougie lady.
Alright.
Lady
I'll do what's
Zaraya,
necessary.
Yes.
how possible would it be for us to include as one term in the contract additional that should our party fail altogether and all of us were to perish, that a clause be put in that I am resurrected afterward?
Then
And
presumably so that you could then bring them all back.
presumably, yes, that is the intention. As an insurance for us.
I mean, you got used to seeing the Chosen One die fucking 10 times. Why not try out seeing us die a bunch of times?
Was it like included in this? Like if we die, she gets all of our souls? Is that in the deal, or is it just we're dead?
So here's how the arena works. If you fail at one of the other tests, that is not combat, you just get tortured for a commiserate amount of time to the level of failure.
How? Whatever.
If you die, you die. But, souls are a bit iffy as far as death goes. So a soul experiences the pain and torture and feeling of death, but because it lacks a corporeal body, just sort of spruce them back up. If you all die, well, it depends on who owns the rights to your soul. I would not get them. Except for Quintus, whose soul I already have. Some of you have your souls spoken for. And I don't do that sort of hostile takeover sort of thing. Frankly, I have a glut of adventurer souls. There are always people like Rahim here that are willing to do whatever it takes to reach their goals, including making ill-advised deals. So, I have plenty of adventurer souls, and I frankly am not interested in the ones that are still inside your bodies. Though I'm very interested in your watermelon.
Don't cockpit Harold. He's a family heirloom and a treasure.
Indeed, darling, I think more than you know. So, I'll tell you what. If you choose the more difficult challenge and fail, I will guarantee that you don't stay dead forever. I will resurrect all of you within 3 to 5 business days.
Why 35?
It's business.
I kind of like my body. I don't want to be resurrected. I want to be revived.
Oh, no,
Not reincarnated, resurrected.
not reincarnated, darling.
Oh, okay.
Just like, you know,
I don't know holy things.
fair. In this case, it would be unholy things.
That too.
What do we think of this iteration of the deal?
Fine by me.
I'm down with it.
Though I want to
Vegetables
know
already
what
called for.
what or who we're fighting.
Oh,
That's a
oh,
surprise.
darling.
Yeah, does it matter?
Give me a persuasion check.
Does it matter?
Persuasion.
We're gonna go
Yeah.
fight God.
If
Just a
somebody's,
little
helping,
bit.
if somebody's helping him, he can roll with
Ah.
advantage.
I'll help him. Wait,
Help.
what's his name?
I want to roll that play.
I'm sorry. I
Cope?
didn't even.
Go.
Jesus.
Somebody,
I love that
somebody
you
will put
already
Rose in the
yell.
baby in the baby seat.
As not as sharp as designs for talk.
At least I have a +5. Holy shit, man.
Yeah, plus 13.
What the? Plus
You
0.
you should have said something enticing. Like, give me a chance to, show off a little bit. Well, it has been quite a while, darlings, since I've gotten my hands dirty. And I thought perhaps you might like the opportunity to take out some of your frustrations on me.
Oh.
Can you elaborate on that?
Yes. I wholeheartedly would like to fight you.
Oh no.
You seem a little too eager.
Jiraiya joins the fray.
Is it just you?
Hell no.
I have a feeling it also include her. Look at the Ifrit.
Philip.
Philip.
Yeah, we get to Friday night. Philip.
Yes. It would be me and Philip.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know about the rest of you, but I don't think I want to go after her.
I mean, she's the only one who says she will be fighting against the difficulty part. It's either her or the other guy.
The sire.
The sire of corruption.
I said we should fight her.
I said we fight her as well.
I just don't think I'm ready to part ways yet. And maybe she might stab me. Maybe I like it. But you know what? Who cares?
Just what is your apprehension?
Why?
Well, like I said, I don't
With
have.
the leg, Olivia.
You got your whole ass foot on the
You can
internet
put
right
that on
now.
Twitch. Take that down.
I'm scratching my leg. I don't care. Fuck off. It's example.
Feet are a premium.
I have like a really bad itch.
You know how you and Raheem are really good with spells? I have a strange feeling so is she.
Oh yes, very likely so.
Yeah, you and Raheem.
And we know how that went with the seat lady and all her spells.
Mm-hmm.
She took over half of us.
I think it'll be fine.
You speak a lot of sense, Chester.
And then Philip, I mean, no offense, Philip, but you're big and strong
For you.
and kind of poundy.
And like, slept, like, how big are we talking? Can't be that big, right?
Nifty.
Shit.
I don't know. I just think maybe the other guy might, and his swarm might be our better chance, but that's just my call. I'm okay with whatever. I just feel the other
Swarm.
dude would probably be an easier fight.
Yes, that is actually the definition of something being more and less difficult. Chester, you are wise, and perhaps that is why you are so good at finding packages.
Well, you know, you live on the streets of Baldur's Gate. You have to judge a book by its cover sometimes.
You learn a thing or two.
Why don't you all roll me insight checks? If you're interested in finding out whether or not she suggested that she fights as a ringer.
Yeah, no.
Ooh, that's a dirty 20.
Not great.
Nah,
Not
yeah.
great.
Not good. Not.
I'm gonna give guidance to Chester.
I was gonna say I have a plus fucking 12, and that was brutal.
Ooh.
Well, there's a 4.
There we go. So
Ooh, dirty 20s.
the bulk of you are like pretty titties.
Pretty
And
pretty.
and Slep, you are mostly confounded by the nature of organic things.
Yes.
Like, fleshy.
Extraplanar or organic things.
Yeah. You're like, fleshy and sulfurous. Ugh. But Chester and Rose, you really think about it, and you're like, is this a good idea? How difficult is this fight going to be? And you come to the realization that it's probably going to be very difficult.
Whoever we pick, it's going to be very difficult.
If you fight her specifically.
I look at Rose and I go, I don't know. This is I still feel like we should do the swarm.
That's a
What do
high
you
risk, high reward, but I've also been holding back in our other fights.
For what it's worth,
Hmm?
we're gambling the soul of a man over treasure.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you get the treasure.
We also get the soul, though.
Yeah.
Correct.
Mhm.
So this is X, but also
If we fail, we get nothing. That is the point I'm bringing up.
Well, you could try again.
Oh dear.
In 3 to 5 business days.
Correct.
That's it.
Specifically, you looking at her and the very casual way in which she is staring down a fairly high-level party of adventurers of, this many adventurers, that she probably would be more of a challenge than the Lady of the Black was. As in,
So
across
I'm
the table,
gonna
she's a higher, she is a higher
Higher
talent
tier.
rating.
I do also have to point
I'm-
out that Olivia was not there for most of the fight.
Who's Olivia?
Cecilia was not there for most of the fight. I'm going to stand by my resolve and just say that I think we should choose the dude in the swarm.
You know, I like the little dog's conviction, and it's because he's really hella cute. But also, I am aware enough to know that I'm thinking improperly, and the titties are getting to me. So thus, with my wisdom, I know that I think the opposite of what I want is the correct option. And this dog has showed that to me.
Okay. I guess for all in favor of fighting the swarm and the guy, raise your hand.
I'm just here for the soul. I can care less about the rest.
That's
Yeah,
fine.
whichever
I like
gets
the
us a bunch
delayed
of scrolls. Yeah, whichever gets us a cool set. Ikwetsu sold the fastest. Is what I'm.
But can
Okay.
we question?
I'm outvoted, so you're not fighting the bitch.
Zariah,
Yes, Buggy.
you're still really fucking bored. Can we keep this invitation open, just in case we come back?
Oh, so you'd like to go into other levels of hell and become stronger, then come back and fight me later?
That's pretty
No,
mean.
no.
No.
That's
I'm
so
sure,
mean.
Shaba, that you could still place a bet or two on us winning with what sort of coins you have.
It's looking
Or
like I'm gonna
losing
be
if
placing.
you'd like to be spicy.
Fuck.
I lean over to Sharp Eye. I know I am. If we fight the swarm, it's a shoo-in.
Yeah,
All right.
I can't wait
You know
to
what?
cast so many spells on that blind guy.
I've been trying to play high stakes for way too long. Maybe it's time to play the safe bet.
Yeah, you're a
Okay.
married
Playing high
man.
stakes and your guns have been
I-
exploding on you. It's probably better if we go the lower road.
Will you stop
I-
fucking mentioning it?
I've been
Then
outvoted.
stop having them
There-
explode.
I
They're
have been
not.
outvoted. Therefore, we will fight the swarm.
Oh,
Shit.
The
She
sire
huffed.
and their swarm.
she huffs. Ugh.
Ikwetsu also huffs.
Ugh.
I was trusting all of you, and I thought you were going to make a terrible decision on my behalf, but
Please tell us when you think we're making a bad decision. You're the smart
No.
one here.
no, that was the point of the whole test.
Oh,
Learning how
boy.
to depend on other people.
Yeah, this is your soul we're partnering for. I feel like you should have the biggest say in getting your soul back and how we do it.
If I had the biggest say, I would go in by myself. But in this particular instance of watching myself fail repeatedly, I thought maybe I should try something different.
Gross. Disgusting. All right. It's agreed then. You boring, boring little people.
You know, hold on.
Don't
I would love to fight you.
Hold on.
To me, you seem to be the most interesting.
You could always
Okay.
create a separate deal with her and 1v1 her, Rose.
Gosh, Rose, hush up.
Oh. Oh,
You,
darling.
Your business with hers, not mine.
Everybody finally sees Chester's demeanor change. Oh, Zariah, this has nothing to do with your abilities. I don't want to hurt that pretty face of yours.
Oh no.
He just turns around and walks away.
Ooh.
Fucking snaps.
Oh. Oh.
I guess your dog bites.
I didn't like that.
And she snaps her fingers. And you all?
In the arena?
Yup.
Like in Oblivion?
Good people of the Imperial City.
That shit was in my head the whole
the
time. We were like,
arena.
we're going to the arena. I'm like, I can't wait.
You all can arrange yourselves as you would like inside the rectangle formed by these pillars. Or on top of the rectangle. On top
Oh,
of
okay.
the
So
pillars.
this is okay. This is legal. Well, I'm gonna go with Sharp Eye. Actually, I know what spacing is. I'm gonna go over here.
Actually, that's a good point.
Being over there.
I play Company of Heroes. I know exactly what happens to infantry blobs.
Do I have to be on the ground?
What does that? Actually, yeah, that's a good point.
You can be on top of the pillar, Chester. You need to be inside.
Well, no, how high does it go?
Oh, the pillars are about 8 feet tall. Yes. That is a valid place to begin.
Look at that fat lizard.
Yep. Yes.
Oh,
Beautiful.
A minute. I've seen a fat lizard before in a past life.
He's got bat wings.
and I'm going to immediately hide.
Yep.
Is he-
So,
What is this drag queen's name?
the sire of corruption. But she is fierce.
That'll be my drag queen.
That much was obvious.
So what we'll do, since it's getting pretty late, we will roll initiative and then we will begin in combat next week.
All right.
Huzzah.
That son of a bitch! I sneezed in my mask.
Ooh, yeah, baby.
Oh, son of a bitch.
Not bad.
Sharp Eye leads us.
Hell yeah.
I always go first.
God damn it. No, actually, that might be good. That actually might be good.
Love
Oh,
to see
boy.
it.
Actually, I'm also going to be on the copium, and saying me at the bottom will be actually a good thing.
You bottom.
Sometimes.
Okay, so, I just, there are so many good things in her stat block.
I wanted to fight her.
So many good things in her stat block. Yeah, but also, since you're absolutely not getting another chance to fight her again later,
Can't believe you said that with your mouth sack.
but also, you would all have taken a corruption point if you had decided to go for the greedy deal.
Oh.
Peek behind the curtain.
Oh shit! I like that our robot just fucking just tucked it out. I hate it.
Can I know, like, not who has the highest corruption points, but what's the number of the highest corruption points among the party?
Ooh, that's fun.
Yeah.
That's
The
fun.
highest number of corruption points is 5.
5.
Holy hell!
5.
Who do
We're
y'all
on
think
the
it is?
second level, y'all.
Yeah, I was like,
We got a lot more hell to go.
who do we think it is? Who do
Who
we
could it
think it is?
possibly be?
Ah, shit! I got some shit on me. That's not.
Who could it
This one ain't playing. Is it fucking me, right?
So,
Damn it.
I hope that you enjoyed my super hot bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It was good. It was good.
great.
I hate it. All the women are hot, and
Oh no, everyone's hot.
you know, I think it just makes sense that Cecilia's, you know, you fuck your male cousin one time and then you just go through your sapphic era. I just think that just makes sense in my mind.
Yeah, absolutely. Also, everyone in hell is either hot or a giant booger creature. That's it.
The two genders, you know, I make 40k armies like that.
Correct.
Hot or booger, that's it.
Hot.
And they're married.
Yes.
Is there a third one, like a hot booger?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yes.
Is that not what we're fighting?
Yeah, the sire of corruption is the hot booger.
That's all we're.
She is fierce. She is giving mother.
I've seen that queen at the peg.
Okay.
So, thank you all for your ridiculousness and attention. And next week, there will be murder.
Yay!
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 Yay! Thanks, Evan.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Peace.
Wait, my announcement.
Oh yeah,
Whoa,
Oh,
announcement.
your announcement.
After you're done with this campaign, Jen actually would like to be DMing for us this time.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
What campaign do you want to run?
It is a third-party campaign, not ruled by D&D Beyond, but it is off of Roll20.
Ooh,
Uh,
Alright.
Here, let me pull it up and I'll let you know what it's called. Give me 1 second. It is called Shadows of Nekoya.
Shadows of Nekoya.
Sounds good enough to me. Let's ship it.
Yep.
Go from hell to the shadows. Fuck it.
It is a campaign of level 1 through 13.
Nope. It just... Zaraya has something called contractually obligated. And she does she has advantage to hit creatures that are under an infernal contract. And she does extra damage to them.
So just
the entire party.
Yeah.
Whack.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Yes.
I wanted to fight her still.
this is what I was like, Chester, you're speaking a lot of sense, but I don't want to say that we shouldn't do this.
Because it's fun. But yeah, that's great.
Actually, Chester completely based that off, and I don't know who Zaraya is. So like meta wise, like personally, I had no clue, but most devils are pretty bad. So that's why I rolled a d20 was whether or not I was going to use that knowledge as Chester to try to convince you guys not to play him or not to fight her. And I rolled poorly on not saying anything.
You rolled against fun.
Yes, pretty much.
Yeah.
No, I rolled against the DM destroying us all.
Yeah, she gets 4 attacks.
Oh,
Yes,
Jesus
exactly.
1, 2,
Good enough
down.
D&D to
Death
know
saving
that
throw, death
demons are
saving
not
throw.
fun.
Oh boy.
All right. So I think unless we start picking the pace up in the levels of hell,
Yeah.
it'll probably be a little bit since we've been averaging 1 level of hell a month,
Yeah.
and there are 9 of them.
We get distracted.
I'll also
Coming,
also let you know
2025.
if I get that job, I either will be late next week or I might not play at all. But I'll let you know. At least Jen will let you know.
Yeah.
What's going
Just let me
on.
know what's up.
Cool.
Yep.
Alright. Dope. Deuces,
Good
y'all.
night.
Ace.
Good night.